But in the meantime, Alex, let's talk about education in schools and anti-extremism.
Yes, we've got the new Education Secretary giving a Sunday interview to the Telegraph here about the war on putrid fake news, as she calls it. And this is mostly of concern because the education establishment, in the form of the ministry, is really running away with its own ideas and saying that it's going to train people down to primary school level in what's wrong, spotting extremist views. So obviously there's all kinds of scope here for partnership with the legacy media. So we go on to see what the detail is in who's going to train the children, young children. We see government sources talking to the Sunday Telegraph here that young people are going to be sucked into dangerous online spaces. Dangerous here being code for we can't call it unlawful. So Bridget Phillipson, the Education Secretary of this new administration, is now ordering a turbocharged review of the primary and secondary school curriculum. She's talking about embedding critical thinking skills. If you believe that this government and civil service can teach superior critical thinking than dissident channels or dissident platforms, that's quite laughable. And it's going to be across multiple subjects. So just as you used to get propaganda in mathematics about the community cohesion agenda and such things, you get the same now with the teaching of critical media literacy. Countries like Finland have already gone this way. So for a bit of sop to the Sunday Telegraph, which is allegedly a conservative paper and not in sympathy with this new administration, we see that far left conspiracy theories and religion-based propaganda will be included. I suspect the primary motive there is against the Islamic base. I think, there's straight down the line British Muslims who are very concerned about or disgusted about what's happening in Israel, with the complete separation in the Labour Party between the Corbynistas and the Starmerites. This is, as much as anything, an internal cleanup, I think, of anyone who thinks that it's all right to tell primary school children what is going on in Israel, in Gaza. So this looking out for bias and hyperbole is a main concern here. This could go very dangerous. Perhaps we'll talk in extra time about it. But the education system is really performing the job, straight for the government, as if it were the same thing. And just on the same note, we've got the New York Post, a very widely read American title, one of the top 3 or 4 papers in the US, picking up on Metropolitan Police Commissioner Mark Rowley. So that's the magistrate in charge of policing for London. And I say magistrate advisedly, he's not a police officer at law, who's talking to Sky News, one of Britain's legacy media channels. And it was this angle of Americans that got the New York Post in to prick up its ears. We see that a Sky News reporter asked Sir Mark Rowley, what about people whipping up hatred from abroad? And the reporter did not mention the USA, but Rowley said the likes of Elon Musk, and for this and other reasons, people honed in on America. And Rowley, again, outside any concept of the law, just on a policing and policy level, says you can be guilty of offences of incitement, stirring up racial hatred, numerous terrorist offences regarding the publishing of material. So he's deliberately suggesting here that the United Kingdom could ask the United States to extradite people for breaking the current version of UK statute law, with no reference to probable cause or the minimum threshold for extraditing people. So again, police running away with policy on their own.
Okay, thank